Welcome to the Lynn Lineup, a show highlighting upcoming events happening. And we're here today to talk about the 8th Annual Life Issues and Those Who Can for Those in Need Resource and Volunteer Fair happening on Saturday, September 7th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 151 Pauline Street in Winthrop. And I am joined today by Judy Van Kooyman. She is the president and founder of Those Who Can for Those in Need and the host of the local cable access show Life Issues. Thanks for joining me today, Judy.
Thank you, David, for having me as always. And the Life Issues show started first before the nonprofit did, and the show this December will be the 8th year that I've done it, and I've done 100 shows now as of this month, and it's anything to do with life. It's a resource information show, answer question, and etc. The guests that I have come from all over the state, the North Shore, South Shore, etc. So, and I appreciate Lynn Cable airing my show along with the other cable stations that air. And so yeah, this will be our 8th annual.
And congratulations, because as you just said, you just reached 100 episodes, so congrats on that.
Thank you.
And for anybody in Lynn that wants to watch it, we air it here on LCTV Tuesdays at 7:30 in the morning and Fridays at 5 p.m. So definitely tune in and check it out. So you mentioned a little bit about the show, so now let's shift focus a little bit. What is Those Who Can for Those in Need?
I started this nonprofit in memory of my husband about almost 13 years ago, might be about 13 years. People that are going through some difficulties or their bumps in their life like I did and stuff. So I started doing some research and some organizations that might help. We cover anything to do with life, like the show, my cable show, it's everything. And so they come together. It's a big family type event because we need things for the kiddies too, so the adults can visit with the resource tables. And some of the organizations that will be there this year is CAPIC. They help people low income and homeless in the Chelsea, Winthrop, Revere, and Everett area, I believe. And of course, my mind goes blank when I need to remember because we've got so many signed up. And it's not too late for any organization watching this to sign up. And I know my contact info will be on the screen too. But
and what kind of resources do you want people to be able to find at this fair?
Just whatever they are looking for, homelessness, elderly, substance abuse, just whatever they need to.
A wide range of topics.
Right, yeah. So, and then, of course, like I mentioned, we're going to have some entertainment for the kids. We have a popular one, Jenny the Juggler. She's been around the area and stuff, and the kids are just in awe over her. Even the big kids, some of the adults like her too.
Some jugglers are insanely talented.
Yeah,
it's crazy what they can do, some of them.
Yeah, she does a little bit of other stuff too, but she's going to be there, I believe, starting at 12 at noon. And then one that has come every year since we started the resource fair is the rainforest reptiles. The kids love these reptiles, so they have been really nice about coming back every year, and they'll even be able to hold some of the reptiles too. That's when I go across the room. And then we're going to have a canine demo from Suffolk County Sheriff's, and we have some live entertainment. One young lady, she just graduated from high school. She has a great voice and she plays keyboard. And then another young lady from Revere, she sings some very special songs and stuff, and she's special needs, so she has a phenomenal voice too. So I got 2 young ladies that will put on the entertainment. So
we've covered the resource part of it. So it's resource and volunteer fair. So does that also mean that people can sign up with these organizations to volunteer their time?
Exactly. A lot of organizations are shorthanded because of budget cuts, et cetera. So they might go by a table and say, "Oh, this sounds like a wonderful organization. I feel, want to, donate my time and volunteer." So yeah, so we dubbed both of them because I'm a big volunteer fan. So.
And so this is the 8th annual coming up. So this has happened 7 times in the past. So how have those events gone? Have a lot of the people that have set up tables at those events seen an uptick in interest and volunteers and that sort of thing?
It's gone great. We get a great positive feedback every year. It's something, new organizations join us, or something, that something new always comes about and stuff. So it's great.
And you were saying before, so this is in Winthrop. We're including it here because there are a lot of people in Lynn that could use these sort of resources. So for people that aren't familiar with the area, you were saying directions would be good to be able to give. So here's your time to do that.
Yeah, so it's considered at the old gym in Winthrop. The old gym is next to the old middle school. So, but people will put it in their GPS and it takes them to the new middle high school in Winthrop, which is a ways from where it is being held at, but it's right this year. The old gym is right next to the Larson Rink, and it's right down in Winthrop Center on across the street from CVS. And we'll have balloons outside, so people will have, be able to find us a little bit easier. And there's free parking and everything.
And every year, to just kind of sidetrack just a tiny bit, every year in April, you also do a fundraiser for those who can, for those in need.
Exactly.
So why don't you let people know about that, because that's an annual thing.
Right. It's Uplift Yourself with Laughter, because we all need laughter in our lives. That's the best medicine. And it's this year we had it at Giggles, and this was our second time having it there. We've had it elsewhere in the past, but they do a phenomenal job for us. It's all you can eat pizza and soda. We have Lenny Clark, he's the big headliner, and then we have about 2 or 3 other comedians, and then we have some great raffles to add to it, and door prize, and this year, this past April was our best one yet.
All right, so I actually did go this year, so I can attest it's a very good time. And you're right, there were actually, I do believe it was 3 people plus Lenny, and they were all fantastic. So we'll definitely invite you back on closer to the event to talk about it. But for this event, is there anything else that you'd like to add before we wrap up?
This is a free event for everybody, the organizations and the attendees. So there isn't any reason why not to come. While you're out doing your Saturday morning errands and stuff, come on by and check out the organizations and the entertainment and all that, and we will even have food provided and stuff. So yeah, so it's just one big happy family event. And like I mentioned earlier, if there's organizations listening, they can contact me if they're interested in participating too.
And thanks again for joining me, Judy. And so this is all for the 8th annual Life Issues / Those Who Can for Those in Need Resource and Volunteer Fair, happening Saturday, September 7th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at 151 Pauline Street in Winthrop. That is it for this edition of the Lynn Lineup. Thanks for watching.